Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is KingStix and we're going to be playing Maokai in the top lane, playing a Giga Tank carry build. This is currently his highest win rate build and also one of his most picked build. For our runes, we have Grass with Demolish, Bone Plating, Overgrowth with Biscuits, and Time Warp Tonic. For our build, we are going to be taking Sunfire Aegis Rush into Winter's Approach. Up against an Aatrox, he has Flash Ignite. I actually want to go ahead and hit level 2 first, so I'm going to get the wave pushing a bit. Maokai's level 1 isn't that good, but his level 2 is pretty solid. You want to trade off with a auto attack Q, so you can start using your passive healing and apply your Grasp, just like I'm doing here. And then once we hit that level 2 first, since we're pushing the wave, we should be able to wreck him. Your Q will push the wave pretty much automatically. I'm going to let him kill that minion because I want this to step up a bit more. I got my W so I could dodge that third Q. He's dead if I can just land like one more Grasp on him. Or one W. Oh, he just got level 2. He doesn't have any potions though. My Grasp is up, so he's dead. Oh, he used his flash. I think he might. Okay, that was so close. We're going to go ahead and finish shoving this. It's a Hecarim jungle. I think we should have time to push. We're going to drop an E on the wave. Very nice. We're missing a lot of the CS. It's whatever since we got the kill gold and we're still going to be up a lot of XP. He'll miss a cannon, probably double melees, and then he'll be here for the back line, I'd imagine. And we crashed the wave before we reset. First item back, usually looking to pick up a tier or tier 2s. Against this guy, I think Bramble would be best. If you're in a matchup where you can constantly poke them down with max range Qs, you find yourself running out of mana, tier's really good. If you're playing against a heavy self-healer, Bramble's insane. It's like Vladimir, Aatrox, even Irelia's. So we'll go for the Bramble Rush into Sunfire into Winter's Approach. So far, Grass has given pretty good value. Healed us for 60, already done 90 damage. He ignited us and burned his flash. We want to try to get a Grass proc up and running. His Q's on cooldown. I'll walk up and hit him with an auto. He has the minion advantage here, so I gotta be a little bit mindful of that, even if I do have severe like item advantage. Minions are a very big deal in these early levels in particular. We got double creep plus poke on him. We're gonna get our little guy in the bush, snare him so our little guy can get to him. It's an amazing trade for us. We'll go in on him here in a second. You want to try to play near the bushes so you can push them into the minions when you need to. We'll go ahead and pop a biscuit since we're low on HP. His Q's on cooldown, so we need to fight this. Yeah, he went into my little guy. I don't think he realized I laid it there or he forgot. We definitely had him though. Like biscuits were just too strong. Go ahead, step in the middle. Our circle can hit the whole wave. So even though your Q has the tipper, it's also the full circle. That's why pushing wave is so easy. With an auto attack and a W, our little guy's on him. Auto attack into Q. We have our passive. This guy's, I think he's done for. Oh, yep, he's done for. Let's go, dude. Against massive ability spam champions like Urgot Machine Gun or Hecarim Qs, you can heal like crazy because every time they hit you with their ability, it puts your passive on lower cooldown, which makes your next auto attack heal you for a crap load. All right, we're gonna get our bombies here. Can't really afford anything else good, so we'll just come back the lane. Would have liked to get boots, couldn't afford it. Aatrox is in some big trouble. My Ignite's up. I'm going to close distance there, get my little guy in the bush, Q him towards it. Always try to Q them into your little guy. Your little guy does a lot of work. You just got to believe in him. He's a goner. The best way to lay your R on people is generally at point blank range, so they can't dodge it or juke it. You just W into them and R them pretty much immediately. Just like we did there. That way there's no counterplay, because their R actually moves hecka slow. They can flash it, dash it. If they're already snared, they can't. And your R starts at your hitbox, so if you're on top of them from your W, you should be able to hit them. I think we could even stay because we have the Biscuit. Biscuit's really, really good if you're low on HP or mana. Gives you even more. Kind of want him to hit me. I guess we'll hit him with a little poke. This isn't a very easy matchup for Aatrox because we can dodge his attacks with our W. I laid that little guy really good there. Oh, Aatrox, my friend. He almost just got devastated. If we could have closed distance there. Auto attack, Q, ignite. Should die here. Yep. It's nice having heal cut in this matchup. Your standard combo will generally be E, W, Q. So you'll E in the bush, W them, and then try to Q them into it. So E, W, auto attack, Q, reset. E, W, auto attack, Q, reset. That is the spiciest way to do it. Maximize your damage and CC. By doing your E first, it gives your little guy time to set up. If you do your E last, it takes so long to set up that it just won't happen. I think we could kill him right here. He can't see it if we're in the bush. Yep. Auto attack, Q him into my little guys. Drop the R. We just got his flash. That's huge. Because we want to back anyways, and we crashed our wave. So getting his flash there is going to do wonders for us. We can come back and kill him immediately. Even if Hecarim comes at this point, like once we reset, we should be able to fight them both, like 100%. I think I'll just buy Plated Steel Caps, head back to lane. The enemy jungler and enemy top are both physical damage heavy. Plated will give us insane value versus them. I gotta blow my nose real quick. Oh, sorry about that. Allergies have been getting nuts. It's been consistently 70 to 80 degrees outside. We've been getting wild. Not gonna lie, I prefer the colder weather. I only like the warm weather if it's just warm enough to where you're not sweating. But like, I think the best weather is where you can just walk outside with your shorts and hoodie and you're like the perfect temperature. For me, that's like the best. But when it's warm outside, like no matter like what I'm wearing, like you're not allowed to walk outside naked, and you're not, you know, and I don't want to walk out in short shorts, so don't really have the options to not sweat when it's hot out. This guy reset. We got a big wave pushing into him. Should probably just finish the deal here. Might be able to keep him off the wave if I run past here. Auto attack, Q him away. I don't want to deal with that drama. Oh, it's both of them. He just pushed me away. I have my W to dodge that with. We're gonna get pinched on here by a couple of different people. We're gonna W into R and auto attack, Q reset, down he goes. And that's what Maokai can do if you're playing against double physical champs. If you can build a gold lead, absolutely devastate them. If you don't have a gold lead, you might just have to run and survive. Gonna max that W second. E last. E per level doesn't get very much. It's been over nerfed. It's only really good at level 1 versus your other abilities. They didn't like Maokai being a meta support, so they basically gutted his E. Auto attack Q. Healing like crazy versus this guy. 𝐒𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐿 coming up here though. Is he not gonna go for the minions? He's just gonna go for me. Auto attack Q him away. Our Q's and AoE slow, so they couldn't really chase. He's just not doing good damage to us. I want this first turret gold, so I'm going to just power shove this. He's resetting. We could have thrown a sapling. They take a while to set up though, so probably couldn't have stopped him in time. Very nice. Oh, Lee Sin just... He did that to steal a huge chunk of the local turret gold and the plate as well. Just freaking dashed in like that. That's so dirty. It seems like the enemies are in a pretty tough spot right now. Their bot lane's getting killed by the Samira Thresh. Worst matchups, definitely ban Vayne or 𝐒𝐿 if you want to play Maokai. Those are very challenging. Especially 𝐒𝐿. 𝐒𝐿's probably your worst matchup in the game. She outscales you, she outranges you, she's doing max health damage. It's really, really bad. Self control ward will build in the winner's approach. I can't TP to wards yet, so I guess I'll just run mid. Maokai's team fighting is pretty good. The main thing is just not messing up level 1. Like his level 1's pretty bad. You don't want to try to all into the death level 1. You can poke people. You have 3 options level 1. Max range farm with Q, shove wave for level 2 all-ins, or like that's it. Like those are your only options. That's basically all you can do. Those are the only productive things. Max range farm with Q or power shove wave for level 2. Power shoving on Aatrox is pretty easy because Aatrox Q is such a high cooldown early game. Gotta be careful or Bombies is gonna aggro the turret on us. Very nice. Got that shoved. He's gonna hit us and then dodge the turret shot with my W. Oh, Lucian is a full item. Lucian could actually be an issue here. Alright, Lucian. Auto attack, Q him back. Down he goes. It's really important to take a half a step after your W. Because if you want to like choose where your Q is going to push them, you have to take a step. Otherwise, you can't really pick. Nice job from Lee Sin for tanking. If I tanked the whole time, I think I would have died. Could always swap aggro with W if it's up. We'll look for the reset, probably TP back top. Oh, okay. 𝐒𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐿𝐻. Excuse me. Auto attack. Where was he going though? That was so weird. Renata ulted him. And that's it. They quit. I think we'll do a part 2 to this, so stay tuned guys. We'll have part 2 so you can see another matchup and also get to see more items on Maokai. Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to part 2 of the Maokai Giga Tank carry with the highest win rate build in runes possible. We have Grass with Demolish, second win, very important. I thought it was going to be a Darius. He's got lots of bleed, or it could have been a Mundo or even a Brand. Basically anyone on their team but TF, second win would have given really good value. Then we have Overgrowth for the scaling, Biscuits with Time Warp. If you're going to take Time Warp, you really need to take Corruption Potion, otherwise you're wasting the rune. You're not going to be able to take advantage of that movement speed. And then obviously attack speed always on Maokai with double armor. It looks like we're playing against an Ezreal top. This is funny. I've literally done like 4 or 5 guides on Darius jungle. I've done guides on Ezreal and Ezreal top and tank Ezreal. So it looks like we're coming full circle here. Hopefully I can beat some of the builds that I've made. I don't think I recommended Lethal Tempo on Darius jungle though. I think I did Conqueror and Predator. So we're just gonna have to play for level 2. We'll let him push us down. We can't match his poke necessarily or hit him with our grass level 1. We'll be looking to basically max range farm with Q like we just did there. Juked. My minions are not focusing that melee creep, so we're taking our time. He needs one more minion and then he's level 2. It's gonna be most likely this one that dies and then he hits 2. Yep, they both kind of died at the same time. He is gonna get very bored, as am I. We're gonna outscale him. This early game is gonna be very slow though, very top lane things. He's just hitting us non-stop with autos. Gonna go in for a Q. We do not land it. We can actually dodge his autos in midair with our W. He's level 3 now, so we'll wait till we're level 3 before we do anything too crazy. He is taking damage from our minions, which is pretty sweet. I want to W him into this. Auto attack Q him into that. He's finally kind of getting what's coming to him there. But boy, is he punishing us with autos like non-stop. So painful. I think Darius could be near top right now. I think it's highly likely with the way jungle pathing works. Like around 315 is when you're going to get ganked as a top laner. So I'm a little nervous. Got him with the W. Q him back into the Trundle. Ignite. I'm going to need Trundle to... We almost died there. I think Trundle was trying to give the kill, but it almost killed us by him trying to give it. We're so low. That's really good though. As the melee matchup, you saw us play like an absolute beta simp. We were ready to drop $5,000 on Pokimane stream there for the first 3.5 minutes. That's what you have to do though. You got to get those levels in, and then your base damage is generally better than range champs. The key is just kind of minimizing the damage that you're intaking. That way, when you finally do have the capabilities to turn, you can. Because you kept yourself high health. Like, even if you have more damage than them, if they're full health and you have no health, like you can't fight them. What are we gonna build here? Say we just go double Ruby. Double Ruby with control word. We'll hold on to TP. We can TP back with like a tier and Balmy Cinder. He's applying a lot of grass to us for range champions. It's nerfed. I believe it does like 40% less. Maybe it was 60% less. So I think he only gets 3 permanent health. Since he's ranged instead of 5. And it doesn't do as much damage. His is done 100. And then total healing 71. Mine has done almost as much, and I've only hit him like twice with it. That's why taking grasp on range champions can be kind of dicey. Like, he's getting good value out of it now. However, as this game goes on and on and on, he's going to get less and less value. A little trick is to lay your E's in the bushes. I know, right? Super in depth there. But lay them like deep forward in the bushes, and it can scout out the jungler when they try to cheese you. Because if you're freezing waves like I'm doing, junglers a lot of times will come through the bushes. Even if you're in lower elo, like they'll do that a lot if they feel like they can't come up behind you. So getting an E down middle bush can cut off a lot. I'll get one also there for good measure. Got him with a Q. We completely whiffed W there. That was a shame. His auto attack range is a bit longer than our Q range is. Oh wow, he's just... We actually have more CS than him just because he's basically just auto attacking us. Auto attack, Q into the turret. We got him with the R. He's so done for, man. He's so screwed. This is what happens. They get overzealous. I'm not sure what he hit us with, but he started taking turret aggro and then he was just doomed. We can hold him under turret for 10 years. Maokai top is a lot like a meta Rammus top. Since your W's point and click, it's kind of like Rammus top. If they take aggro and they're underneath turret, they're doomed. W into auto attack Q reset, you can R them. Most of the time you use R at point blank range on Maokai, at least in 1v1s. In team fights, not always. This is a really bad position for us to be in. We don't want to be this far shoved for an extended period of time. That's how you die to ganks. We're going to go ahead and pound it out. Push it in. Don't know where Darius is. He's not bot right now. He's not over here right now. And he's not mid. So the chances of him being top are quite high. Process of elimination. Got the bombies. I am feeling the early tier. I think we'll get okay value out of it. We left base with a lot of gold. We should have sold a control word or a biscuit. Should have sold the biscuit. That's an interesting word for him to get down. Looks like Darius is bot side. That's going to give us a lot of free reign to bully this dude. He doesn't have the items to deal with us right now. He honestly needed to get early heal cut, I think. I think early heal cut would have done wonders for him. Because this damage he's doing, we can heal off with our corruptions, really. He just wasted his W on us. He didn't follow it up with an auto or a Q. So it did no damage. It's just a waste of mana. This isn't a freeze. His wave's actually going to push to me. His next wave's going to reinforce first. And he compacted his minions. So they're compacted. They're going to kill my minion in the front first because they were together. So yeah, he's pushing to me. A lot of the times, like, range champions can be appealing, range tops, because there's the illusion of you getting high value, because he's hitting me a lot. But look at our health. Every time he hits me, if I'm near my minions, a lot of the times they'll attack him if my minions are close enough to him when he hits me. That's why you see his health, like, pretty low. Even though, like, I'm hardly ever hitting him back. I don't really need to. My minions can do my dirty work. This isn't a very good freeze position. I only have one. Darius is dead. We'll wait for our passive and then we'll auto this guy. Bonk. Don't know where Ezreal is. I guess we'll Q. On Maokai, if you get stuck in a lane like this, or if you're up against something you know you can't kill because they took Conqueror and it's a Giga champ like Darius, like Conqueror Darius top, or Conqueror set top, you just stay alive, farm well, and you will generally outscale them for team fights. Maokai's team fight scaling is extremely good, particularly if you have the better backline, because you can tank so hard and peel really well. I don't think he had vision of that bush, so he doesn't know I did that. Is this warded? Why does he keep queuing it? Dude, this has to be warded. Why is he doing that? He keeps queuing that bush. Why? Trundle, no. That was so forced. What made that forced is I have my... Oh, he just killed himself. Oh, we're going to do a preemptive mute, not to punish him. Just in case he's having like a small mental breakdown, it's going to save us from getting bogged down by that. He's not in trouble. Because some people, like in the comments, actually get really offended when I mute people. There's always like 2 people who get like really mad. It's probably the type of people who flame their teammates. So they take it personally. That's the only reason to flame your teammates, is if you think they can see it right. Come on, Ezreal. Hit me, boy. Auto attack Q. We're not even going to put our E in the bush because he's nowhere near it. Your E still slows too. Got him with the Q ignite. Down he goes. And we're still very healthy. So even though He's constantly auto-attacking us and queuing us and hitting grasp on us. Since we have potions and we have our passive healing, that damage he's doing isn't that important. Plus he's taking equal or more damage from my minions when he's doing that because he's aggroing me. Now he gets some plates, building up a bigger gold lead. Another thing, if you're going to play a ranged top laner like Vayne or Ezreal, doesn't matter, like any type of ranged top laner in R, it's not enough to just poke your opponent, because if they play smart, you can't kill them realistically unless you get your jungler to gank. You have to outfarm them. So since he didn't outfarm me, like what is he going to do now? The answer is not much. I think Darius is about to come top. Like he can hit me a lot, just it's not going to do anything anymore. Your worst matchups on Maokai are the ones that do max health damage, or champions that can itemize for max health damage, like Singe building double burn top side, or Rumble double burn top side's really annoying. Full Sunfire, we've peaked. We're pretty much full spiked here. It seems as a team we're winning pretty hard because the enemies ran, I don't want to call it meta, but it's becoming more common to run a carry support with a melee bot lane champion. So like Set Senna, or I don't want to say Mundo Brand because I don't think I've seen this before, but I've been seeing it more commonly, like carry support with like tank. And then the carry support can abuse how OP support item is for a bunch of free gold, while simultaneously they have a melee tank key champion to peel for them and give value that way. I think it would be better with Set Brand instead of Mundo Brand. I think Mundo as a whole is just underpowered right now. There's so many champions and so many items that do max health damage that if you're a champion whose main form of tankiness comes from max HP or health regeneration, that's not ideal. Because health healing is easily nerfed by like executioners. This guy's doing some damage now with Divine Sunder. I know Darius is coming, so I think we actually die here. Oh yeah, we're so dead. I just can't get away from him, and I wasted my ignite there at the end for good measure. We'll go ahead, buy the plated, and we'll pick up a Bramble as well. That was so unfortunate. We got turret and then we inted. There was no need for that. At the very least, we did get Darius Ghost. Gotta count for something. We saved our W to dodge his Q. It's not enough. He's on Ghost. We can't get away. He's fully stacked lethal tempo to where he can just sit there and keep autoing us. I think I'm... Oh, you know what I should have done? I'm way too tired. I don't think I was thinking... I should have just ran over here and TP'd out. That would have been fine. We could have literally just TP'd out, but I'm a troll. Maybe it's for the best. The first game we got too fed and they quit, so... This game, if I'm making mistakes, they probably won't quit. I'm dying for you guys. I'm doing this for you. I'm dying for no reason. And you're making me do it. Look what you make me do. Those are always the funniest scenes in like movies or TV shows, is that whole trope. I love it. Oh, Darius, my friend. Down you go. Brand's gonna be annoying in team fights. Ezreal's getting a little more annoying. Divine Sunder gives... I think it gives max health damage, which is annoying. Yeah, I don't know why. It seems like every item gives max health damage these days. The funny thing about it is you can verify this. I'm not making this up. This season, Tank items have never been squishier than they have been this season. Go back to any other season, and on average, tank items gave significantly more HP than they do now, on average. Taking that into account, and then you think about it, wait, crack and true damage, okay, that's bad, like, for tanks to play against, because tanks like to build armor magic resist. And then, right, wait a minute, Leandri's max health damage. And then you're like, okay, there's Demonic 2 now. And then you're like, oh, wait a minute. And there's Divine Sunderer. It's like, what the heck is going on here? Regardless, we're still pretty beefy. The Divine Sunderer is annoying, but it's not like good enough to just kill us. So you get the dragon. The magic snare. Also known as the magic... the magic school bus maneuver. Just going over walls, going through walls. You can take barred portals with it if you're attached to someone. No matter where they go, if you W them, it'll follow. It should follow off a TP. I know interactions like that existed in earlier seasons. They might have changed that though. Or bases. I don't think it follows people going back to base because of the fountain. I don't think they liked how that felt for players. I think it should exist though. I think the most important thing in League of Legends for people to learn it and for people to play it properly is for there to be a consistent physics system. I think that's the... Besides making like champions that I disagree with, like Zoe or Yuumi, like, you could make a million champions like Yuumi and this game would still be fine. The only thing that threatens this game is honestly inconsistencies in the physics. I'm not going to get into that right now because I talk about that a lot. I feel like I end up talking about it in like every video for those of you who watch a decent amount, for the consistent viewers out there. But yeah. So what I'm saying is when I W someone who's basing, I want to die under fountain. That's my destiny. Oh, baby, come on. Couldn't quite pinch the Darius. We're low-key running it down right now. I don't even know why I went in. I was trying to fulfill the going underneath fountain prophecy. There's also really funny mechanics that used to exist where, like, let's say you're using TP or TFR. And Blitzcrank cues you like right as you're doing it. It'll like pull you from across the map. I think it should be that way though. It's either the hook shouldn't have landed or it should pull you all the way. But like if it hits you, it is what it is. It should count. Speaking of mechanics that I disagree with, Evelyn R. Ever since they reworked her, which most of you are probably only familiar with the reworked Evelyn, which is her current state, over her big like half a circle R, right? The turrets aren't supposed to. It's supposed to be like blood pool. Turrets aren't supposed to hit her once she comes out of it, but they will. So let's say Evelyn has teammates or minions underneath that turret. Evelyn smacks the champion with her R. She's still underneath it. The turret will start refocusing her as if that enemy champion was still alive and she was damaging them. I don't think that's a good physics to have in the game because it's the equivalent of a Vladimir blood pool or a Master Yi Q. If Master Yi Q somebody and they die before he comes out of Q, the turret doesn't randomly say, hey buddy, I know what you did there and I'm gonna punish you for it. But with Evelyn, it arbitrarily does, and it's just those little inconsistencies. There's a lot of them. There's so many. I think another one would be Lux and Electrocute. Let's say Lux hits someone with an ability, then she hits them with an auto attack. Well, guess what? That was an ability, an auto attack, and her passive. I feel like that should be an Electrocute proc. Hitting a champion 3 separate attacks or abilities. Does passive not count as an ability or an attack? I don't know. Guess not. I think that would make Lux a way cooler champion. It would make her way scrappier than her current state, to be able to actually go electrocute. I think the biggest offense, like those are all the small offenses. I think the biggest offense is the how Vex has the only fear in the game that knocks people out of dashes and leaps. The only fear. Imagine that. All right, let's focus. Team's not really grouping up. I have a decent amount of CS, but this game's just dragging on forever and ever and ever. Looks like we're going to be playing for the Drag Soul here. We'll lay some defensive ease, and we need to pull back a lot. If you ever hear me complaining about Vex, that's what I'm complaining about. I don't actually think the champion has a good kit. I think the champion's a borderline Annie. The only thing that makes her unpalatable is the fact that the way her fear interacts on like no other fear in the game artificially like that. Come up behind this dude, gotta hit him with the snare. Boom! Auto attack, Q into the R. I didn't realize Xiya had damage. It turns out she's fed, so I wasted R there. I don't know why we're trying to surrender. Dr. Mundo, come to me, baby! It's too far away. Can we reach someone over the wall here? Dude, come to me, Rakan. What are you doing? Alright, we're just going for Soul. That's fine. We have only 8 KP out of 27. The life of a top laner. Ezreal only has 5 though, so that makes me feel a little bit better. Should have laid our sapling in the bush. Oh my god, I'm getting ruined. Barely stayed alive there. Holy crap. Brand's doing some serious damage. Let's go ahead and buy our items. With Dragon Soul, I think they have to FF. Because we're going to get Spirit Vistage. And the game's just going to be over. Once we get Vistage, it's going to increase our healing and shielding by 25%. So that includes the Ocean Soul, which makes Ocean Dragon arguably the best Dragon Soul in the game. I personally never had any issues with Chemtech Drag. I never thought it was good, the soul itself. It was apparently too strong at a pro level though, to where they removed it. I guess that makes sense. Their coordination there is much higher, to where if you could get back in the fight for just a few seconds, it'd be pretty good value. But it's kind of sad. Maybe they should have just left it in non-pro play, because I feel like taking that away from the average player is kind of lame. Now all we have is the I can't even remember the name of it. Chemtank. We have the... It's basically just another flame dragon. Flame soul. I don't even know. Oh my god, get me out! Get me out, Bren! Bonk! Down goes Dr. Mundo. Rest in pepperonis. Only one left is Dunk Master Darius. He can't kill us. Who does he think he is? I can't believe we didn't die there. They're all focusing us. Just a little bit sneaky. Sneaking out in the middle of the fight. No, Darius. Push him off with the Q. Oh, I could just TP back in. There's nothing left for us to get here other than top inhib. Xiya still has her R. Try to get this Mundo off of her. Don't fight it, Mundo. I was holding on to my dash since he was still in range. If someone's within range, oftentimes you don't want to use your dash. Because when they flash away, then you have nothing left. Auto attack, then we'll Q him back. Xiya is not reacting though. She's not interested in what we're serving up. Not too keen on what we got cooking. was cooking up an easy Darius. Hey, we almost have Thornmail. This Ocean Dragon's keeping us pretty healthy. Hey, got the kill. I'll step on his little thing, on his little fart canister. On his on his Belle Delphine bathwater canister. And that's it. That's the power of Maokai, baby. Playing him tank, getting them items. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.